Hey everybody, it's Allie, and welcome to my Y&R chat vlog for Sunday, November 21st. Daisy sure knows how to make an entrance and how to get a reaction, right? I mean, I honestly can't believe that everyone seems to be falling for this little scheme of hers. I think Lauren and Michael and Jana are the only people in Genoa City who seem to be able to understand that this entire baby thing is part of Daisy's larger scheme. I mean, it's obvious, you know? She was tired, I think, of running from her past. She realized that she was pregnant under strange circumstances with the child of a very prominent family in Genoa City. So, you know, she's decided to throw this piece of meat out and all of the dogs are just scrambling over it, knocking skulls, while she skates away unscathed. You know, that's the plan, at least anyway. Right now, everyone's talking about the blameless baby and how horrible it is that Daniel's child will have to be born in a jail. But in 2 months, the conversation is going to shift, and then it's going to be all about how, you know, it's best for the baby to stay with its mother. You know, it's a slippery slope. I mean, sooner or later, Daisy's walking free after everything that she's done. I don't know. I'm with Lauren on this. I mean, come on. Honestly, if anyone deserves to have their child taken away from them, it's not Victoria, it's not Chloe, it's Daisy. I appreciate that Phyllis wants to stand up and step up for her son, but this is the wrong way, Phyllis. It's the wrong way. It's the wrong baby. She couldn't lift a finger to help with anything concerning Daniel's marriage to Amber. But, you know, at this point, she's ready to have Daisy move in with her. This is ridiculous. Michelle Stafford was brilliant this week. I'm gonna start out by laying out the positive. She was wonderful this week. But I hate Phyllis for hiring Vance. Vance is such a snake. I can't stand him. Ugh, he's just creepy. Every scene he's in, he's basically the guy that comes in and argues the opposite side from whatever it is that I want to happen. So Vance is definitely not on my good side. I'm surprised that Phyllis isn't just sweeping this under the rug, because I think it would be a whole lot more like her to just be like, okay, let's give the child up for adoption and just not talk about it anymore. That seems like a little bit more Phyllis-esque. But instead, she's volunteered to bring this psychopath into her house with her daughter, with her child daughter. I mean, at the athletic club, Jack is sitting there as Phyllis is having this revelation moment, and Jack says to her, do you really, Phyllis, want to bring in this person who was involved in a plot to kill you into your house? Is that really the path that you want to take here? And Phyllis is like, whatever, no biggie. It's a side note. It's gonna be fine. I'm on top of Daisy. You know, it was like not even a big deal. She's got a child and she wants to bring this psycho into her home. Come on, come on. You know, I guess, it just feels like, you know, we talked about it a little bit last week, that it feels like that they're trying to redeem Daisy and her character, when during the peak of Ryder and Daisy's mischief, I guess we'll call it, earlier this year, it was always Ryder with the conscience. He was always the one who had the conscience. Daisy never even showed a moment, an ounce, a molecule of regret for all of the things that they were doing. So why would anyone think that she's less dangerous now? I don't buy it. I like the character. I like where it's going. It's interesting. It gets me talking, but I mean, you know, just purely on a character standpoint, I don't think she's changed at all. And you know, and I also think it's really crappy that nobody is considering what Daniel wants in this situation, least of all Phyllis. You know, it's like Daniel's opinion doesn't even matter. And I don't understand why it is that his opinion is any less valid than Phyllis's, just because she's his mother, or she apparently knows more than him. But I think Daniel, frankly, is the one that has the best instincts out of all of them. And let's not forget the reason Daniel's opinion is so completely valid here is because Daisy raped Daniel. Okay? I've said it before. If a man did what Daisy did to a woman, it would be called rape. Okay? But since Daisy did it, a woman did it to a man, we're calling it she drugged me. You know? And I've had this conversation before, which is exactly why, it shows exactly how much this happens on YNR. I remember talking about it with Chloe and Kane. I mean, come on. That sex was not consensual, and I'm sorry, that's rape to me. Just my opinion. Like I said, I think that Daniel is the only one that's making sense in all of this. I think that Daniel's solution is best. Give the baby up for adoption. You know, there are lots of families in this country who would love to adopt a child and who would be able to care for it. There are lots of people in Genoa City who want to take care of this baby. It doesn't have to be Daniel. It doesn't have to be Phyllis. I mean, people are practically falling over themselves, scrambling to decide who is going to raise this child. Kevin wanting to raise Daisy's baby should probably make me say, "Aww, Kevin." But instead, I just want to scream, "Stay out of it, Kevin! Stay out of it, and stay as far away from this situation as you possibly can." I mean, I love Kevin, but what makes him think that he's a candidate for custody anyway? I mean, there are so many other people already fighting for custody of the child. He's so kind of far removed from the situation. He didn't even know that Daisy was his sister until a few months ago, and now suddenly he thinks he has a right to raise the baby? I don't know. Did you notice how Chloe was kind of trying to support him, and during this process he's looking on the computer at other cases where uncles have won custody, and Chloe says to him, "Look, you know, I'm always gonna support you, and if you do get custody of this child, you'll have a lot of help. You'll have your mom and Jeff and Catherine." And she conveniently completely left herself out of that scenario. It was subtle, but I don't know if any of you caught it. It was like, "I'm here for you, but yet again, I'm not here for you." I think that Chloe is being awesome by standing up for Kevin and backing him up in this decision. But honestly, she knows deep down that even though Kevin's heart is in the right place, this is really not one of his better decisions, I think. I'm really glad that Jana had enough sense this week to see through Daisy's crap, even though, especially, you know, where Kevin was concerned in the bribe. We know that's all something she wants, but she was able to see through it, and I was very happy because I've kind of been on the verge of not liking Jana, and I don't want to not like Jana. And if she had helped Daisy with this little scheme to get back to Kevin and get her out of jail, plus like with the whole Noah thing that happened, which made me uncomfortable with Jana, I don't know, I think that really would have pushed me over. I think I would have definitely started not really feeling her, but I'm really glad that hadn't happened. And it was a major irony this week to see Jana at the jail where Daisy was behind bars and Jana was on the other side after all of the months that, you know, the situation was reversed, and Daisy was relentlessly and without any type of remorse holding Jana and Lauren behind the cage bars. It was an ironic moment this week, and frankly I think that was the moment that helped Jana make up her mind that Daisy is exactly where she belongs. Okay, I only intended to make a one-part video today, but I ranted and raved for so long that upon editing I realized that I have to break it up into 2 parts. So here you go, this is the end of part 1, and I'll post a part 2 to follow.